Hello friends, this is Dr. Fadel Behman. We're here with Desda Zukerman, who is a wonderful, clairvoyant, intuitive, mystic, new type of celestial body on earth. Her soul is just so great that she had delighted us with the presentation last night under the title of her book, The Sacred Anatomy. She spent some 10 years writing this book and 30 years researching the material, which she has been gifted to perceive in full color the layers of the subtle body that surrounds the physical body. It is a wonderful book that everybody should have their hands on it. You can get it from Amazon. The Sacred Anatomy by Desda Zukerman. The book entails something that has never been published before. It represents the anatomy of the total human being, including the soul, the etheric, the higher mental body, the spiritual body, the rational mind, the higher emotions, lower emotions, and obviously at the center of it all is the physical body. These layers have been a jewel for people to understand that they are more than their physical body, and the essentiality that we are souls, and it's the soul that lives the body, it's the soul that is immortal. And I'm going to ask Desda to introduce that book to us, as it is a jewel for everybody. Desda, welcome.
Thank you, Fadel. It's wonderful to be here, and I just want to say that I think the center, started by Father John and Marilyn Rosner, is extraordinary. It's a great gift to the Montreal area, in fact to all of Canada and North America, because it's holding down a slot that needs to be filled. And I just want to say I'm here to support that beautiful place and to encourage all in the area to at least become familiar with it. The book that I wrote, Your Sacred Anatomy, An Owner's Guide to the Human Energy Structure, is a book that documents what I see around people. I was born a clairvoyant, but at age 14 I had a profound accident where I flew out of a car and landed on my head, and when I opened my eyes, all the soft, pretty auric fields I saw around things and people were turned into vibrant day-glow colors. And so my book is filled with extremely vibrant illustrations that take the three primary colors, red, blue, and yellow, and create an extraordinary Mardi Gras of color and light. And what I see around people has provoked a long study. So since my teens, I've been doing little drawings and writing little notes and looking to see, studying, what do people look like when they're angry? What do people look like when they're sad? What do people look like when they're feeling all kinds of emotions? But more than that, what do people look like when they're playing music? Maybe when they're playing violent music or when they're playing sweet, dulcet music. How do they look different? Things like, how do people look when they're in the process of a creative event? What do people look like when they're diapering a baby? What do people look like when they're dancing, having fun? How do people's energy structures change when they're drinking, when they're doing drugs? All these different things. So I made notes on this, I studied it, I looked at it, and every time I would look at a person, I would try to figure out why a certain section of the anatomy or the energy structure, as I saw it, I used to just call it the lights at the beginning. Why were the lights lighting up the way they did? And so I just watched this for a long, long time. And pretty soon, by the time I was in my 20s, I was actually starting to see a real sense of order in what I saw. And that organized system and structure became what I call the sacred anatomy. Because as well as Whitman said, there is nothing more sacred than the body. And this is indeed what we are. We're souls that have this magnificent temple within the physical body, but we're really bodies that inhabit souls, not souls that inhabit bodies. And I believe that the structure, as it demonstrates, has an incredible amount of information to give us. I also think that all of the information that our soul has accumulated through many, many lifetimes is available and accessible in our structure. And that's actually one of the things that we talked about last night. The 4 aspects of the authentic self are the higher self of the subtle anatomy. And there is a way that you can access them. And this is what I taught last night in the hour that I had. So I can't really do it for the video, but what I can tell you is that there is a way to help yourself break through blockages. So let's look at one of the blockages that people often have. Many, many people have difficulty meditating. They have difficulty sitting. They have difficulty clearing their mind of emotions. They have difficulty stopping the looping of their everyday life and the stress and the trauma of needing to organize this, that, and another. They make money, run here, run there. And then they have difficulty with a kind of disassociation, a kind of need to leave the body while having a spiritual experience. And one of the things I truly believe in is that we're here to be embodied. We're here to really be physically present and bring our own spirits to bear in everything that we do. So if you're having one of those kinds of issues that occur for you during meditation, what you can know is that one of the aspects of the authentic self, the physical, the psychological, the emotional, or the spiritual, may be having difficulty getting through to you. And that's a sign of some kind of a blockage. And so if you can take a moment in your busy day to just stop and be as quiet and spacious as possible and allow yourself to listen to that inner silence, you will have the opportunity to touch that which is much larger than you think you are, your sacred anatomy. I hope you'll take a look at my website, www.yoursacredanatomy.com. My book is available on Amazon, and I'm so excited to say that I'll be back here next year for the conference, and I'll be speaking on Monday about my work even more.
Well, we started the 40th anniversary of the International Institute of Integral Human Sciences and the Spiritual Science Fellowship yesterday, which was August the 14th, 2015. Today is the second day, and this conference runs for 10 days. So we're delighted that Desda is gonna, as much as she gave so much yesterday, she will be giving another talk for 2 hours, Monday morning from 10 to 12. Now the conference has 59 more speakers that came from around the world to nourish the people in Montreal here under these 2 organizations. So we can't be more grateful than what these 2 organizations are offering to the Montreal people. It's a pleasure to talk with Desda Zukerman, and this book that she's speaking about is the manual for the human being, and that's a different thing from the previous books written about auras that were limited to the personality more than anything else. So if you want to know more about you as a total human being, body, mind, soul, spirit, connected to the oneness of creation. So this is the book that's going to help you. It's 400 pages. There are 88 full-page color diagrams that tell you who you are. Just looking at these will lighten up your meditation plus. Thank you so much and welcome, and we will hear again from our speakers in another video presentation. Thank you.
Bye.